Hey guys, my name is Daniel Mudeki, and I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. Most importantly, I'd like us to thank God for enabling us to see this beautiful day. Always, I'll keep sensitizing you. Today is a gift. Thank God for it. Secondly, maximize it. Make yourself better. For if tomorrow doesn't come, then you've lived your life in the right way. Well, guys, as usual, I normally leave my social media details right on the screen there. And so if you'd like to reach out to me, it could be a topic you want to suggest, it could be a concern, could be a question, could be anything you'd like to talk to me about, feel free, chat me up on my social media pages, and I'll do my very best to try and reach back to each and every one of you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, tafadhali, my friends, don't hesitate. Press the subscription button and the notification bell so that you're always alerted when we post a new video, which by God's grace is normally each and every Sunday. Well, guys, kindly also remember, if these videos inspire you, if they make you feel some kind of positive way, why not share with others? Remember, share with others. Press the like button as well so that we can spread this message far and wide. Well, guys, new week, new video. And the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the promise, talking about the goal, talking about working backwards. Last week we talked about trusting the process, and we talked about David and how David was anointed by Samuel, but he had to wait. And the waiting is the process. And so today we want to talk about something else. As you wait, you must realize that you need to become better and not bitter. Imagine David was anointed today. And after that big ceremony, I'm trying to imagine guys were there, everybody was there, cameras, videos, the whole works, Probably when fireworks were lit or something. But right after that, David goes back to do what he used to do. He goes back to the field to tend the flock. For a lot of us, that would have been unacceptable. Think about it. I just got anointed by the man of God. He has said that I will lead all these people. Then the minimum is I need to at least even be the head of this family. I need to start going into leadership immediately. You see, but the process does not work like that. And so God had to take him back to what he used to do. And his leadership, his growth curve, had to start from his daily activities. You see, how many actually of us have realized that we are gifted in certain fields? We have certain blessings. We have certain advantages that honestly come naturally to us than to other people. And people have told you about it. Hey, by the way, Mudeki, you're really gifted in this. Hey, by the way, George, you're really good at this. Wow, you have a beautiful voice. You're going far. You're going places. All these things have been told to us. But then, when we don't achieve them in like 3-4 minutes, we start getting frustrated. We become bitter rather than starting to work on becoming better. And in today's topic, I want to introduce a very powerful thing. We must not confuse an anointing for an appointment. Let me repeat that. We must not confuse an anointing for an appointment. An anointing is capability. You are capable of. You have the potential to be. An appointment is a product of realized potential. Are you together? And so David was anointed by Samuel to be the next king. But the process is what will dictate if he will be appointed to be king. Because then God had to grow him. God had to develop him and finally place him into the pedestal. Place him into the place that which he promised. If you go back to the book of Genesis and read about the story of Joseph, same thing. Joseph had a dream. Joseph saw that people will bow down before him. A dream of greatness. But that was anointment. He was anointed. The promise was given. But the process had to be gone through before he was appointed. His brothers sold him into Egypt. He went into Potiphar's house as a slave. From there, he was accused falsely of trying to sexually harass his wife. He was imprisoned for over 2 to 3 years. And finally, once the process was done, once he went through the process of humiliation, the process of patience, the process of humbling him, God had now created a man who can lead. And finally, he was appointed. Don't rush the appointment before preparation. Don't allow yourself to become bitter rather than become better. You know, sometimes you might be thrust into that position and you're not yet competent to handle it. And let me tell you, you'll come down hard. And the pain will be more than the patience that it would have taken for you to become better. And so remember, the process is what delivers the promise. The anointing can only become an appointment after a process has been carried out. What is this that you're going through in life today? That you can honestly see, yes, I am anointed to do this. I have the gift. I have the natural talent. But man, it's taking so long. God, what is this? I feel like giving up. I feel like I'm done. Even in our school systems, our young people today, you know, you go to school, you study to be maybe a manager. Let's just use the simplest example. You studied management. Then you get deployed into employment. You come in as an intern. But immediately, you want to have the pay grade of a manager. You want to have the benefits of a manager. And you want to have the title of a manager. But my friend, remember, the degree simply anointed you and said, you know what? This person has potential. But now there's a process that they must go through so that the potential is realized. Once potential is realized, potential begets value. Then value delivers the appointment. Once value is fully grown, appointment is a byproduct of it. Appointment here we talk about promotion. And so remember, yes, you've gone to school. Yes, you've studied. But you must now come and better yourself. A lot of you out there are bitter because things have not worked. Your marriage, you thought that you'll get in today and tomorrow you have the best marriage in the world. You thought that you'll get in and everything is perfect. You thought that you'd get into that organization and change everything on day one. You know, I love corporate culture. Okay, organization and culture. That's what my passion is all about, changing them and affecting them for the benefit not only of the business but of the people. But you sit back and realize it doesn't take a day. It doesn't take a year. A lot of these things that we do have been traditionally put in us for hundreds of years. And so before you change something, remember it will take time. But are you getting bitter because the result is not coming? Or are you focusing on getting better? My advice to you today, do not become bitter. Because once you become bitter, you doubt the promise that God has spoken over your life. Once you become bitter, you doubt the process. Once you become bitter, you compromise the appointment. You compromise the actualization of the promise. And the goal cannot be reached. My brothers and sisters watching me today, I urge you, do not confuse an anointing for an appointment. And as you wait for the appointment, do not get bitter, but get better. David is finally appointed as king. Joseph is finally appointed as governor over Egypt. You too, your appointment is coming. But the process must be trusted. And so use this week to look into your life, introspect, have a meeting with yourself, and realize the things that you must continue working on so that your gift can be fulfilled to the world. Thank you guys always for joining me, and I pray that God will bless you, He'll keep you, He'll shine His face upon you, and be gracious to you this coming week. Thank you guys. Take care, and God bless.